signed up for so many courses about personal development. I didn't know why, but people just told me to sign up, so I signed up. And then I realized, in order for me or for us to grow our business, we have to grow ourselves first as a person. And that's make me so happy because I see myself become a better person each day. That feeling is more than money. And also, when you become a better person yourself, you have a lot of friends. And you have so many people supporting you. And this has just come to you, right? And also, I learned that to earn more, to help more, you have to be more. And what does it mean to be more? You care more for other people. You can, and then when you be more, you can give more to other people, right? So I see that when I learn to be more, to care more, to give more, I have more business. Why? Because when I care for other people, all I do is to find out what is their deepest needs or wants. And when I find out what their needs and wants, I try to help them. I actually improve their quality of life. And guess what? They are so happy. They become my friends. And not only friends, they become the people who marketing for me for free. They go around refer people for me. So life becomes so easy now. That to the point that I don't see myself selling anything anymore. When people come to me, I just help them to get things done. I don't have to talk hours to convince people. I don't have to do that anymore. And also, a lot of time, I see that I have a passion in real estate because I see how awesome real estate is. If you can look around you, if you find out the people, the richest guy in the world, they're not because they're working 8 hours or 20 hours a day, because they invest in real estate. So I have a passion in real estate because I believe in real estate so much. Real estate investment is the key to wellness, to awesome, to beautiful thing in life. So when I believe in real estate, I want to share my belief to people. That's why you see I make so many videos about real estate. Whatever I learn, I share. Whatever I learn, I share. Why? Because I want the people around me, the community close to me, have the same belief I have. Come on in, Jay. Our new agent. Hey, welcome. Come sit down over here.
All right.
Sit down here. So I've been sharing my mind anyway. So I've been sharing with you. That's why when people come to me, right, when they want to buy real estate, it's so fun to hear what they say. It really repeating what on my video. Is that awesome? Do they believe what I believe? When they believe what I believe, it's so easy for me. I don't have to do anything. All I do is just try to help things done, get things done for them. So today I want to share with you the key concept that Tony Robbins taught me. So we're gonna be here just to share what we learned together, okay? So, Kevin, can you read me from here to here?
Okay. Key concepts.
Yeah.
The only way you get and sustain wealth is by understanding that it's about adding more value. If you can do more for others than anybody else is doing in the marketplace, you will dominate. It's only a matter of time. If you consistently do that, you'll build a brand.
Okay. So do you agree with what Kevin just read?
Yes.
If you see that I do video almost weekly, right? I have to be consistent on what I'm doing. Because again, I have my clients who look forward to my video, who keep wanting to learn more. And I have to be that person, even though sometimes I feel like I don't have time, but I have to make time to make that video. And nowadays, it's so wonderful that we have the tool to make videos so easy. It's just this video, just phone, and then you can post it for free on social media. It doesn't cost you any money. Unlike before, when you want to be on TV, it costs you so much money. right now it's so easy for all of us to be up there on social media, to share with people what we know. Adding more value. What does it mean? It means you share with people what benefit them, what will bring them more money, what make them more happy. So people, what do they care for? They want money, they want happiness, right? So in order for them to have more money and happiness, you have to share with them about real estate investment, what you believe, what you experience, what you see, what happened to you. If you listen to my video, you watch my video, I share all my life there. I bought this house, I sold this house, how much I made. It's all in my videos. And it's real stuff. I don't make up any of those. You can search it up for the address and you can find out how much I bought it, how much I sold it. I share with people what happened to my life. And so because it's so real, people buy into it. And they believe it as well. So that's why they come to me. And when they come to me, they just say, help me. I want to be like you. You now become my role model. I want to be like you. That's awesome, right? So we have to share with people what we learn. We have to share with people what we believe that make their life better by adding more value, right? Building a brain. What is your brain? What is a brain to you? What is the definition of a brain? People talk about branding in business. I myself don't really know what is branding, but as I become me on social media, I share whatever I share, and they think I am the person who just sharing, so they think that I'm more like an advisor or a coach. To them, my branding is like a coach, even though I did not know that before. But when I keep doing what I'm doing, that become my branding. So I think from what I think is, you find something you care deeply about other people, okay? And then you start just doing that again and again and again, and that becomes your branding. So what you care most about, what is your branding? It's your identity. So for some people, they care about family matter. They talk about it, maybe some parent and teenager issue, and they keep talking about it. That becomes their branding. For me, I care about how to help people to be successful in real estate, that one day they can retire early, they make so much money. That is my caring. I really do care. I really want all the people who listen to me become rich and retire early, in their life. I think if you watch my video on my radio show, I do the same thing. Every time I begin the show, I said, my purpose of the show is to help you to be better at investing in real estate. That's what I do all the time, because I mean it. I want it. So I want you to go home and ask yourself, or just write it down, what can I do to add more value or impact others' life? What can you do? If you think about it, what can you do? So maybe for a new agent, you have so much to think about, to learn before you can write it down. But maybe you said to yourself, I want to be able to help people to get their dream home. That may be the first step. Because buying a first home is really a dream home. I remember the feeling of buying my first home, even though it's a little tiny home. But I remember how excited I was moving in that house. It's old, it's small, but it's so awesome to me at that moment. It's a dream home. So your goal right now is to help people to find their dream home. Okay? But in order to find a dream home, you have to really know what is their dream home is, right? You have to find out. Okay? Okay. So, Jay, can you read this for me?
Commit to incremental improvements, constant and never-ending improvements. As Jim Brown said, work harder on yourself than you do in your job.
Thank you. So, constant and never-ending improvement. Do you see yourself learning something every day? If you don't, then you need to work on it. I myself been learning every single day. I never stop learning. Even when I'm so tired, even when I just want to go to sleep, I want to learn something new. It just become a habit now. It's not like I force myself anymore. No, it becomes a habit. I will, if I don't learn something each day, I won't feel normal. It's just like you go to the gym every day, and then one day you don't go to the gym, you feel really uncomfortable about yourself. Same thing. Make sure you are always learning something each day. Okay. Work harder on yourself and your job, meaning to be a better person yourself, improve personal development every day. Because job technical issues like using computer, writing a contract, those are easy. Those are technical. It's really easy to learn. You don't have to spend every day learning it, because when you do your work, you will learn it, right? So Tony Robbins always said, the people who are successful in business, it's about only 20%. They only need to focus 20% on mechanism, that means technical issue, but 80% is psychology. Psychology, okay, so we will talk about psychology in the next few weeks. Right now, we're gonna go through the key concept first. So can you read me the second one, Gina? Read me the second one.
Yeah. So you must know who your ideal customer is and turn them into raving fan clients so they will refer others to you. Why do you have to know your ideal customer?
Oh, thank you, Gina. So, do you really know your ideal customer, anyone? Do you? Cutie, you have an ideal customer.
Yes.
So can you share with us, what is your ideal customer?
So my ideal customer is the first-time home buyer who I focus on, because they will need a lot of assistance and help to guide them what to do and what to prepare of.
Awesome.
And that's my ideal customer.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. Because you feel like you can help them, you can guide them. So that's why that's become your ideal customer. So you will look for people who want to buy a home the first time, right? That's really awesome. So it's just like you gotta know who your ideal customer, so you can really work toward your marketing plan and everything, right? Because if you don't know what is your ideal client, then it's hard for you to plan your marketing materials. Some people they like to work with investor only, and then they focus their market is on investor. But for QD, actually myself, I focus on first-time home buyer too, because I think QD and me, I think we came from the same place. We are very good at mortgage, so we feel like that's the best way to start, because first-time home buyer, they have all questions relating to mortgage. So that's why we focus on first-time home buyer. Awesome. Okay. So how do we turn our client into our raving fans? You know what a raving fans mean? Jose, what did raving fans mean?
Someone that's just very, a client that was very satisfied with what you did, is willing to come back or give you more referrals.
Awesome. If you can have 10 raving fans, I think you good, because they're gonna help you to build your customer. You'll be busy with 10 raving fans. You don't need 20 or 100. That's too much. You only need 10 raving fans, and you know what? They will help you with your business. You're very busy. Because everybody they refer to you, they just go with you. No question. Just they trust you completely already, because your raving fans talk about you, highly recommended you. So what else do they worry? They trust you the minute they talk to you. You only need 10 raving fans, and in order to create raving fans, what do? You have to really make them happy. And how to make people happy? You have to give them the most care. You find their deepest needs, and you help them from there. Sometimes people tell you what they want, but because they didn't really tell you what they really need, because they're afraid to share because they might want more than that, but they just say, oh, I want this on the surface. You don't just stop in there. You have to keep asking questions. We're gonna learn about what question to ask in the next few weeks. We're gonna learn about psychology the next few weeks. Right now, we just go over this. So you want to know your client and you want to turn them into raving fans so that you can build your business for you, okay? The last one is, Jonathan, can you read this for me?
You must create an irresistible offer. What is your irresistible offer? Tony Robbins said, don't fall in love with your product, fall in love with your customer.
Oh, thank you, Jonathan. So, what is your irresistible offer? We're gonna share with you your irresistible offer today. We're gonna all have irresistible offer, awesome products. The last sentence Tony said, fall in love with your customer, not your products. What does it mean, anyone? Fall in love with your customer, not your products. Gina, yeah.
It's I think, in my opinion, I think it's like offer what the customer need, not offer what you have.
Exactly. Yeah, awesome, Gina. That's really awesome. Because I remember some people, they come to us, they show us their products, but they don't care if we need it or not. Do you think they're gonna sell? No. They have to know what we need first, and then they will talk about their product that may be helping the client to solve some problem or to improve their life, whatever. But if they keep talking about the product but have nothing to relate to the clients, because it's not gonna work. Because they love their products so much, all they talk about is their products, and they forgot completely about the clients. So keep that in mind. So today we're gonna learn about the products that we're gonna share with our client. So we have right now, like never before, we have very, very good products. And the moment you talk about this, you have many people calling you. They line up asking you to help them. So we've been talking about the 10% forgivable equity builder. And the last time, in the last meeting, we touched base on My Home Assistant and Zips Pacific. We're gonna talk about it today more. So I want you to remember what we learned and talk about it. And when you talk about it, that's when your client know what you offer them. And those are really irresistible offer. To me, those are irresistible offer. Okay? And we're gonna go touch base on VA loan, FHA loan, and no doc loans. Okay? So the 10% forgivable equity builder, we all know this is for first-time home buyer. And this 10% can be forgiven completely if the client lived in the home for more than 5 years. So if somebody comes to you and they qualify for this program, you help them to get the 10% down payment, and they live in the home, they get it for free completely. If somebody buy a home $1 million, and 10% of $1 million is 100,000, they get 100,000 free money from California. Is it an irresistible offer, everyone? It is. Who would give you 100,000 for you to buy home? Completely free after 5 years. If you live in there 3 years and you move out, you have to pay them back 40% of the 100,000 if you buy $1 million home. You buy $800,000 home, you get 80,000, 10% of the down payment. Zero interest, forgivable completely after 5 years. Okay, this for people who live in the property, so owner occupied only, okay? They of course have to qualify for a mortgage. The loan program doesn't allow non-occupancy co-borrower. Income limits by the county of the property. If your client buy a property in Santa Clara County, go over there, Santa Clara County. Anybody find it? What is the income limit there?
133.
Yeah, 133,000. So the whole application, if there is husband and wife, their annual income had to be below 133,000. If only the husband in the application, his income had to be below 133,000. Okay? So people always say, okay, is it easy? It's very easy. We've been closing loan like this here at PacificWide. You want to share anything with this? She's been closing.
Yeah,
So for this one, I just know like it must be an impound account for that. Yeah, I just know yesterday.
Okay, so that means they have to pay mortgage and property tax and insurance
Yeah.
monthly.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, awesome. So, and also it only for one unit, single family home, condo or townhouse, no duplex, no triplex. Okay, so this is the 10% equity free money from California. And people ask, if my income is more than that, what can I do? I don't, of course you're not qualified for this, but what do I qualify for anything else? Okay, yes. We have another program. If your income is more than 133,000 and you buy a home in Santa Clara County, look, this program allow the income up to 300,000. Santa Clara County, 300,000 per application. This is easy, right? Okay. So for this program, what do we get? If the client qualify for this program, they will get not the 10%, but they can get 3% down payment if they apply for conventional loan. Or they can get 3.5% down payment if they apply for FHA loan. And the 3% or the 3.5% second loan in this case is 1% interest. It's not free. The first program is completely free and it's 10% down payment, but this one only 3% or 3.5% and it's 1% interest.
Is this one still 5 years as well?
No, this is no 5 year. You have to pay it back at some point. It's a deferred payment. You don't have to pay it right away. The 3% down payment, for example, you get it. That 3% is there at 1% interest. It stay there. You don't have to make a monthly payment with it. It just stay there at the one loan, and the interest will compound. But it just stay there until one day when you refinance, you pay it off, or when you sell your home, you pay it off with 1% interest only. Okay. Also, first-time home buyer or owner-occupied. Also, we cannot use non-occupancy co-borrower to be on the loan, meaning somebody doesn't live in the home with us. For example, if I buy a home for myself, and then my income is not qualified, I ask my brother who be in my loan, and he's not living in the home with me, then he's not allowed. But if he live in the home with me, that's fine. So if they are living in the same house, that's okay. We can have 2, 3 co-borrower. But if somebody doesn't live in the home, it's not qualified. Okay? So this is another program. The income limit is also by the county, but it's a lot higher than the other program. It's much easier to get. Also, this is a second loan. The first program, the 10% is second loan, and this one also second loan. Because the bigger loan amount is the first loan. Okay? Because if you buy $1 million home, you have 10% down payment, you still need another loan. So the bigger loan is the first loan. Okay. Going back to the first loan, the first program, if you have 10% down payment from the California, and you have your own 20% down payment, you can put in there total of 30% down payment. That is okay. So it helps for people to be able to buy a home, because the home in California now is so expensive. If with only 10%, we can. Oh, cutie.
Sorry to hear.
Okay. If we only have 10%, sometimes we're not qualified. Okay, so if we have 20% more, that's better. It helps us to buy a bigger home. Cutie.
And the maximum down payment come from the buyer is 20%. You can't exceed 20%.
Awesome, cutie. Awesome. So the maximum down payment for this program is 30%.
Right.
Yeah. Even they have more money, they cannot put in. Because we have a loan right now, we have a lot of money, but we cannot put it in for them. They can only do 30%.
Can I add on another one? So right now I'm doing this loan also for my clients, and one thing that the lender requests to remove the wife out of the purchase contract if she not a borrower
On the loan.
Yeah, on the loan. So if only the husband is the borrower, so he's the only one in the purchase contract.
And that means she is not on the title?
Yeah, not on the title.
Okay. So what's it?
That's not
Okay.
The best thing will be
Only the husband.
the marriage man, for example, if the husband on the loan. So the best thing have to be a marriage man at his sole and
Separate.
Yes,
separate.
separate.
Mm.
Then
But,
they can add on later.
Right.
when the purchase is closed, everything's done.
No, don't add on, because the moment you add on title change, and that the moment
Oh.
you have to pay back the 500 under 10%.
10%.
You have to keep it for 5 years.
Mm.
You can't add on.
Can
5
change
years.
in the June.
You cannot change title. You have to keep it 5 years later. Yes, when you get that 10% completely free.
Mm.
But may I ask why the wives not want to be on the loan? Maybe bad credit?
Yeah, that's what I think
It depends
I'm
on
loan
the
officer
case.
can ask the
Yeah.
lender.
Because income.
No, income is not. Maybe I think maybe because of the credit score.
No, it's not related. The wife still have good credit score, but I think
How about the income?
yeah, she doesn't have income. So that's why she doesn't have income, so she didn't qualify for the borrower to be a borrower. So it's only the husband became a borrower.
No, I don't think that's
That's
the
all
case.
it is.
Because even if she doesn't have any income at all, she still can be on the loan.
But the lender asked us to remove. So yesterday I had to do a addendum to remove the wife out of the
Can you
contract.
can you ask them again? Wait a minute.
No,
Why?
on the loan application, just only the husband only, because the wife, she isn't qualified for, because of her income. She not qualified
We talk
for
about it
the loan.
offline, but I think this is a little bit not right here. We will talk about it offline. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we talk about the down payment 10% here and 20% from the borrower, the maximum. Okay. This is the second program about 3% or 3.5% down payment with 1% interest. Now, okay, for the second program, the My Home Assistant was the one that client can get 3% down payment. We can combine that 3% or 3.5% down payment with the Zip Specific. Zip Specific is the program the government helping the client with the closing costs. So if someone qualified for the My Home Assistant, they are qualified for Zip Specific as well. So they can get up to 15,000 closing costs. And this closing cost, 0 interest. Also deferred payment. Deferred payment meaning they don't have to pay until they refinance or they sell the home. So this is another irresistible offer, you guys. So the first thing is 10%. If they not qualify for the 10%, they qualify for the My Home Assistant. My Home Assistant will give them 3% or 3.5% down payment. And that My Home Assistant can combine with the Zip Specific. This program with your client, up to 15,000 closing costs. So for people who qualify for a mortgage and they only need 3% down payment and they don't even have the closing costs, they can still buy home at this moment. So I think you'll find those clients because they never save up money. They have an income and that income qualify them for a mortgage. They just don't have down payment or closing costs. Now they have down payment and closing costs from the government. This is irresistible offer. I never seen something like this in the past. Yes, Gina.
Yeah, I have question for the second and for the third program. Do they have any time? Like for the first program, they have to live there for 5 years. For the second and third.
It's the My Home and the Zip. There's no time because you don't get it for free. You have to pay it off at some point, but you only pay it off when you refinance or when you sell the house. If you refinance, it may be later on, a lot later on, so no worry, right? So right now, all the agents, you have irresistible offer products. This is the best time to advertise yourself. I don't know when is the best time to get more new clients. This is the best time to get new clients. I have new clients every day. Just 1-2 videos. You need to talk about this to your clients because this is irresistible offer. They don't need down payment, they don't need closing costs, they still be able to buy a home if they have a job that qualify them for a mortgage. So that the first three, now we go to the fourth one. This one, we don't need down payment. We don't need closing costs. VA loan, yay! We don't need down payment. We don't need closing costs because everything can be financed. It can finance up to 105 loan to value, 105%, 105% loan to value. Zero down payment, owner occupied. No monthly mortgage insurance. Normally, when you have less than 20% down payment, we have to pay mortgage insurance. But this VA loan, we don't have to pay mortgage insurance. And it have the lowest interest rate as well, guys. This is a very awesome program. If you know anybody who qualify for a VA loan, this is their time to buy home. And right now, there are many houses in the market they reduced their listing price. Good time to buy home right now. Okay. In this loan program, only the spouse can be a co-borrower. Nobody else. Okay. Only spouse. Okay. It's called federal government provides financial guarantee on VA loan. Guarantees in the form of insurance, which will pay 25% of the loan to lender if the veteran default on the loan. What does it mean? It means if your client borrow $1 million loan, if he buy $1 million home and the loan is $1 million, so that means he have money for the closing costs, for example. And a few years later, he could not make the payment. He default on his payment. Then when he default on his payment, the lender will have to foreclose the home. But the government will pay the lender 25% of $1 million loan. That means $250,000 to the lender because because the client default. So the government guarantee the lender. That's why lender, because they have the guarantee from the government, they lend very easily to the client. VA loan is the very...
They pay 25% as me, so the loan is $1 million, right? So after a few years, the loan still have a $900,000.
Whatever the loan.
Whatever the loan, right? Up to 25 doesn't mean they pay
Yeah,
exactly
25% of the loan amount of
Yeah,
that point.
off the loan.
Yeah.
The max is 25%.
Yeah, like 25%. But that's a lot, 25%. Like, it's the same thing as you put the 25% down payment. When lender make you to put down payment, meaning they want to reduce the risk, normally they only ask for 20%. In this case, 25%. That's a lot more than the requirement, right? Even sometimes lender asks for 10%, 5%, this one 25%. That's why lender they like to lend VA loan because it's really safe for them. They don't lose, they gain. Okay, so that is the full program that we offer at PacificWide to our clients. So if you know someone that qualify for VA loan, this is the program you want to talk to them. It's very easy. You just need to remember a few things and you talk to them about it. You don't need to know more. More than that, you just bring it to the PacificWide package, which is you, as an agent, you collect the whole package. Tax return, W-2 pay stub, I will send you a list of what we need, and then you just bring it back here. We work on it for you. We get you the loan approval. Okay?
Can I add on?
Yes?
Since my husband is veteran and we just done the VA loan, so I have some experience.
Yes.
One of the things important is the termite report. I don't know, the other loan didn't require, but the VA loan, they care so much for the termite report. So if the house have a lot of termites, the VA loan request to prepare the termite before that, and also the appraisal, it the require VA loan.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Yay!
And the rate is better than other loan.
The rate is the best.
Yeah.
The best. You guys are so lucky. Okay. So that VA loan, okay? Now we have FHA loan. FHA loan also have good rates, better than conventional loan. VA loan, we need 3.5% down payment. It's not like VA is 0% down payment, but FHA loan is 3.5% down payment. Very easy to get approved. Minimum FICO score 640. The loan limit in FHA loan is the county limit. For example, if we buy home in Santa Clara County, the loan limit is 920 something, right, Tina? What is the loan limit in county of Santa Clara?
970.
970? Oh, 970, yeah. So there's a loan limit for FHA loan, but only 3.5% down payment. Really good. So we have all the awesome programs. You want to talk about them one at a time? Beside all those awesome programs, we have loan program that we don't need W-2 tax return. We have many programs. We have DSCR, bank statement, assets and income 1099. And lately we're working a lot with bank statement program. Borrower would provide 12-month bank statement. We don't need the tax return. We don't need it because tax return, these are for people who own business, right? They file tax and they lose all the money, but in their banks, the account so much money in there. We can use it at their income. So we do 12-month bank statement. We can do asset at income. That means somebody have $1 million in their bank account. That can be the income. That can be the income. We can use that at income. We don't need tax return. We don't need W-2. If somebody showed 1099 2 years, we can use 1099 income to do the loan for them. We don't need tax return. The SCR for investor who want to buy a home for investing, all we care is their monthly rental. If they bought a home, if they buy a home right now, how much they rent it out for. If their monthly rental the rental income will pay for the PITI, then we're good. So we have so many loans that we don't need tax return, W-2. So basically you can work with anyone now. For people who not qualify in terms of income, we have no docs. For people who said, I don't have down payment and closing costs, you have the My Home Assistant and zip specific. For people who said, okay, I have only 20% down right now, and because of interest rate going up so much, I'm not qualified anymore. Okay, then we have the 10% equity that help you with your qualification. So you have almost all solutions for your clients, right? But what is next? After you learn all about the products, what do you do? With all the irresistible offer, what is next step, guy?
Find what your client needs.
But I'm telling you, if you say, okay, let's find a client, it's really hard. Create videos.
Be informative.
Yeah.
Give them
Kevin, I
information.
want to see something on your. You have a paper? Yeah. I want to see something. Talk about it. You can write about it. You can make a video about it. You can do too. You can write something about it. Say, hey, you know, we have so many good programs here. You don't have down payment? We can find down payment for you. Is it awesome? We're not telling lie. We're telling the truth. You don't have enough. You don't have down payment. We have My Home Assistant. You don't have closing costs. We have zip specific. We help you with your down payment and closing costs. All you need to do is give me your document. I'm gonna get a loan for you. Get it done. So the next step is to find out what people need, but before that, you have to tell them what you have. I have loan program for people who don't even have the closing costs or down payment. We can help them. Okay, so whatever we do, we have to set goal, okay? Because when we don't have a goal, like we go somewhere without destination and we just ending up going to, I don't know, we don't even know where we're going. We just start driving, wasting gas. And gas are expensive, right? You don't want to do that. You here, you learn about the irresistible products. You spend 1 hour here. I want it to benefit you. I don't want you to go home doing nothing about it, and then it doesn't benefit you, then why are you here for? You're wasting your time. You're here today. I want you to go home and set a 1 year goal for yourself. And not just your business, your life is not just money. Your life is about your family, relationship, health, everything. You go home, you set your 1 year goal from now. So you have to visualize yourself 1 year from now. How you're gonna look, how healthy you're gonna be, and how your business gonna be, how much money you gonna get, how many transactions you gonna sell. Be specific and see how awesome you feel at that moment. And we talked about this last time. I hope somebody go home and work on your goal, one year goal setting. And when you set your goal, make sure you have the purpose with your goal. Many people, they set the goal, but they never get to their goal because they don't have the driving force to help them to get to their goal. Because when you're on the road to success, you will encounter hardship. And if you don't have your purpose and your why clearly now, you're gonna give up at some point. But for not giving up, you have to have your why, your driving force. Okay, let's talk about this one. Jose, you read the whole thing for me.
Yeah. Both A and B know what they want. Both A and B have the same prospecting skills and marketing skills, and both have 5 years of experience. A is a single mom who has a mortgage to pay and a child to feed, and she's very quiet, not outgoing. B is not married, lives with parents, and does not have to pay for rent or mortgage. He can communicate with anyone, and he is outgoing and has many friends.
Hold on a second. So to you, A and B, who have more chance to be successful?
B.
B, right? Okay, awesome. That's true. Let's continue reading.
All right. A is very successful while B is not at all.
Oh, how come? Okay, let's continue.
Why? Why? What's the difference between A and B?
Okay, look at this. A is a single mom, has to pay for a mortgage and have a job to feed. B, he live with his parents.
Yeah, nothing to lose.
Okay, why B is supposed to be more successful than A, but then A become very successful but not B? Do you know why?
Because she don't have the B that doesn't care because she don't have responsibility to pay rent and all that.
Because the B person have no purpose,
Yeah.
have no why. He have nothing to drive him. Well, the mom, she quiet, she not outgoing, but because of her son, she have to pay the mortgage so that her son and herself can stay in the home. And because of her son, she don't want her son to get hungry. She have to feed the son. So he have a driving force, and because of being a mom myself, I know how that driving force go. It's really strong. She does anything, whatever it takes, how hard doesn't matter. She will do it to make sure to provide her son with food and school, clothes, and a house to live in. And because of that, she becomes successful. But in order for you to write your big why, I want you guys to work on the seven level deeps. Before I learned about the big why, I only learned one level. Just say, what is your big why? And one sentence or two sentences, or sometimes Tony said, write a whole page of why. Write all the reason why you want to do this, why you want to become successful. Write the whole entire page or 2 page, 3 pages. But then I learned more. Let's go 7 deep level of why. So let's do, this is an example. And when you go home, you want to do this at home. This really help you. Trust me, I've been doing this so many times and it really helped me. So, Jonathan, read the first one, level 1.
What is important to you about becoming successful? I must be able to pay mortgage, my son's school fees, and provide my son anything he needs.
So that's her first level of why. That's the very first, the needs. Okay, the needs. Jose, read the second one.
Level 2. Why is it important to you? I'll make sure my son has the best education. I want to show him he deserves it.
That's the second level, right? It's deeper, right? The first one is just the needs. And then the third level. Jay, read the third one.
Why is it important to you? I never want my son to feel less just because he doesn't have that. My son will have a wonderful life like other kids.
Okay. Gina, read the fourth level.
Yeah, I want to show my son that work hard pays off. I want him to see that whatever I focus on, I will get it.
That's a deeper level, right? Kevin.
Why is it important to you? I also want to be able to help others in need, so my son will do the same when he grows.
So this is even deeper because she wants her son to grow up as a good person that know how to help other people. So yeah, so as we go deeper, we have more reason to be successful. If you just stop at number one, you might give up at some point, even though it's important. But as you go further down, okay, Cutie, can you read me number 6? 5? Okay.
6.
I want to be an example of my son to follow. I would never settle for less. I should do the same.
He
He
should.
should do the same.
Thank you. So as we go deeper, she feels like I have to be a good example for my son because I want him to be successful too, right? Now this has become so powerful. This will never stop the mom to try. So she had to be successful herself. So she had to get out of her comfort zone. She used to be quiet. She used to be not outgoing. Now she has to talk. Now she had to get out of her comfort zone. Had to meet people. Had to talk to people, so that she can become successful. And this number 6 already very deep. Let's go to number 7. Can we read number 7?
Let me try to do it.
Okay, then you read it, Jonathan. You can read.
As a woman with a lot of disadvantages, if I can be successful, so does anyone. If my son wants something bad enough, he must work hard for it.
So this is like the lesson for her son through her life experience. So she has so many things that not like the Agent B. The Agent B have more advantage, but the Agent B doesn't care, doesn't have any purpose. So he's not working. He's not really working. He's not successful. But this mom, because she has so many why, and those why affect her son's life. So when you write your why, write a why that's bigger than yourself. It's about someone else. Then it would drive you. Because when it's just you not really want to do it. But when it's for someone else that you really love, that you really care for, and you really want that person to be happy, that you really want that person to be successful, then you go all the way to level number 7. And I guarantee you, you would never stop. That's happened to me. I have my two daughters. I've been taking care of them, and in my mind, I want to be an example for them. I want them to be successful, and in order for them to see that, I have to be doing something right here, right? So that's why I work really hard, and nothing can stop me. Doesn't matter how hard it's gonna be, how much time it's gonna cost me. I do it no matter what, because of my 2 daughters. And this is the 7 levels that I want you to go home and work with today. Please work on this 7 level for yourself. Find your deepest why, your driving force. You can do this in your health area. You know, you have different area in your life. You have to focus on your health, your finance, your business, your relationship, your family, each area. You don't want to be a successful, lonely person. You want to be a happy person. You want to have people around you. You have friends, you want to have family. So write down this 7 level of driving force that will help you to drive you to whatever goal you set. And remember, set big goal. Do not afraid to set huge goal. Because in order to achieve some awesome thing, you have to have big goal. You might fall in between, you're still good, right? So 10x the goal that you want. If you want to sell 10 home, make it 100 home. Don't worry about the number. Just make it big. Okay? Go home and do that. So now we all know the key concept. What next, right? Last time we talked about RPM. RPM is a tool for anything you plan to do in your life. Your career, your business, your finance, your relationship, your health. R stands for result. So before you do anything, you have to know what you want. What the result you want to see in the next year. How you gonna how you gonna look in the next year. How healthy you're gonna be next year. How rich you're gonna be next year. How much you're gonna make next year. So the first step in the RPM is the result. What you want for yourself. First step. Secondly, the purpose, the why. What is your purpose? What is your big why? That's the 7 level you have to work on. The last step is the very easy one. But the how. You're gonna put down the massive action after you write down your result, what you want, your purpose, your why. The how comes so easily. And even if at the moment you might not see the how to do it, it will come. Trust me. You will talk to the people around you. Say, hey, I want to do this. This is the result I want. This is the why I want. And when you talk like that, you will find the how. And that when you know the how, you write down your massive action plan. If somebody want to do your video, do video once a week, twice a week, or 3 times a week. I think when you are new, you should do 3 times a week. Get people attention. Get people attention. Okay? So you can work on here I put one example. So finance. What do you want? Do you want to become top producer next quarter? How many houses will you list or sell by December 31st, 2022? How many loans will you close by December 31st, 2022? You can set the 3-month goals right here. Okay? That's it. You have to write out your result first. And then your purpose. Why do you want to become the top producer? Why do you must close that many transactions? You have to write out why. You have to have the why. Because without the why, you won't go much far. You will stay at some point, you will quit, you will stop. Remember, real estate career is the hardest, the toughest one. It's not an easy career. That's why it rewards the most as well. You can make so much money in 30 days. One transaction, right? Because it's reward the most, it's the toughest career. And in order for you to go through this career, write out your why and work on your 7 level of why. Okay? So this is the 3 months goal, but the 7 level of why, you can write it for your whole entire life. But when you set your 3-month goal, 1 month, or 3-month goal, or 1 year goal, you can be this specific. Be very specific when you do your goal. So in your massive action plan for the people who set your 3-month goal, what are you going to do today? And every day, 7 days a week, 12 hours a day to create that many transactions. How many people you have to call? How many people you have to meet? How many videos you have to make? How many emails you have to write? How many text messages you have to send? You have to be specific. Because if you don't do anything, nothing gonna happen. If you have the result, the purpose, and then you don't do anything, you're dreaming. And we don't want to dream. Okay, dream big, but then so what? You had nothing if you're just dreaming. It's nice to dream, but what for? We want to get the result. But in order to get the result that we want, we have to have the why which drive us, so nothing can stop us. And in order for it to happen, we have to have a massive action plan. So I hope this will help you to start. Kevin and G, new agent. This is really important. Take it seriously, guys. Take it seriously, okay? Because this is important. Because I do this many times a year. Because I have to keep changing my goal. Because when you reach a certain goal, you're gonna change better goal. And your why also change. Because my kid's growing now, right? Now my why is changing. And I see them growing the way I want already. Awesome. Now what I should do now? What is next? I don't just stop there. Every time we change our why, because we want a better, we make it a higher level. So we keep doing that. Success is a journey. It never stops. There's no destiny. We keep going, okay? So keep doing this until you're really familiar with it. It's become something that you can talk about it and share with people. And this is a very good tool. You use it for all things in your life. When you encounter any problem, any hardship in your life, anything, use this. Sit down. What do I want? Okay, why? And what should I do? This is a wonderful tool in your life, your career, your health, your marriage, family, children, you can use this for anything. Just use this tool. But remember what you want, what you really, really want, and why you want it. Okay? That's all for today. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alia, do you have anything to say?
That's it.
Very
While we're on